into a second lockdown, what's my thoughts, what's my reactions? Well, before I start, I just want to say thanks to all the support that I've got over the years, and especially the support I've got in the last 7 months. I consistently get messages on Instagram, Facebook, all my social media platforms, Instagram, LinkedIn, from people messaging me all around the world saying my work's changed their life, my old videos, the new videos, different videos that I've done. So I'm really appreciative for that. So always grateful for that. And excuse me, I just eaten. My thoughts and prayers go out to anyone who suffered. I hope no one's had any losses, please God. But there's been a lot of suffering with what's been going on. I did originally want to do a good video for you guys on dating and relationship advice on how to quit porn, but with what's going on at the moment, I'm just going to ease back on it a bit, but I'm still going to give some good advice today, and obviously it's their choice whether they want to take it or not. So first thing I can say is I understand the stress that people are going through at the moment, especially people have lost their jobs, people's businesses have been down. It's really affected especially small businesses. The strain it's put on the mental health for men. I never use my mental health problem as an excuse, but I suffer with mental health, so mentally it can be very, very challenging for me. But what I can share is positive things that I do that help me, things that I've learned. And I'm just going to try and share them now at the top of my head. Maybe I should have planned this video a bit. And I am tired today, guys. I have been out shopping today. I feel really positive, by the way, really happy. I actually made a video earlier on, but it cut short on the camera, so I thought I'd do it again. So look, thank you for all the support. I appreciate that to begin with. And it's not nice, but look, what I've learned is, the more you complain about something that you can't control, the worse it's going to get. The best thing to do is say, okay, it's not nice, we don't like it, but accept it and fight through it. Be patient, do the things that you can do, that we do have access to, and there's always positive things that you can do that I do. I'll come to that in a second, because I've seen it. Two types of people, especially during this time, it's fascinating. People that are that go out of their way to put their pain and stress on other people, which I think is selfish and it's wrong. Obviously we all have bad days, but putting things in perspective, and I've seen people with great character just from day to day going out, people that I know in the shops, friends, etc., who despite the challenges of what are going on, they're still smiling, they're still making jokes, they're still being kind and decent to people. I'm confident, I like to think that I've been the same. I've been brought up with good manners and values, so I think it's a time to really value your values, as strange as that might sound. And it might make people a bit grateful for more meaningful things and not all of the sort of fake, shallow things that a lot of people are obsessed about. But I'm not saying, that it's not stressful for everyone. And I know there's a lot of people at the moment worrying financially, and all I can say is, look, at the moment I'm unemployed. I can't run my business. I'm not going to blame it on what's going on, because I know blaming, although it's justified, it ain't going to solve the problem. I know there's people suffering a lot worse than me. I might be suffering more, but I can't run my business. I mean, before we had the lockdown, I not long recovered from a mental breakdown where I was already in a real lockdown before even lockdown happened, the pandemic, the coronavirus. I was in a fantastic place in my life. I was a successful entrepreneur. I was financially free. I had a girlfriend, huge fan base. I've still got the fan base now. And then I got hit with a mental breakdown, different circumstances, and then I wasn't able to work. I had to come out. I had to spend 6 to 8 weeks in hospital, in a mental hospital. But I'm not complaining, because I feel blessed. I feel blessed that I've got my health. I'm alive. My mental health's improved massively. I personally still have business all around the world. People still want to work with me. I'm not able to work at the moment because, number one, I still want to make sure that my mental health is 100% or best as it can be, doctor's orders. And secondly, I was about to think about going back into full-time employment and being self-employed and starting my business again and coaching. And just as I was about to do it, feeling good, we got hit with this lockdown, and then the social distancing came. So A lot of my business involves, as maybe a lot of you know, face-to-face. Yes, I've done over the years, I've coached over Skype. That is an option, but many decisions. But I'm grateful because I can use this time now. Now I'm unemployed, I'm single, I don't have a family. It gives me a lot of time to work on other things and to rest. So I'm just speaking for myself, and I hope I can help other people to have a good attitude. I don't like it either, and of course, I'm worried about, you're just naturally worried for what's going on in the whole world, not just yourself. I'm thankful that I've got a roof over my head. I've got a great loving family. I don't have many friends because I choose to, I'm funny about who I be friends with, but I've got good friends. I could have more friends, but I've got a lot of my friends really are my clients. So I'm grateful that I have very positive people in my life, and I can really have good honest conversations, and I can go and exercise. I've got my own place. So I am very grateful for what I do have, and I know I'll build it back. I'll get myself back in a financially good position again. Hopefully we get through it. But it's not a failure. We're all going through it. But I don't want to start pointing fingers and blaming. And yeah, I don't agree with all the rules. Of course not. I don't agree with everything that the media say and stuff like that. But I'd love to know your thoughts, guys and girls. Obviously, I know you're not going to like it. What positive things can you add to the box below? And like I said, one thing I've learned about going through tough times is, number one, it makes you grateful for the good times you have. It makes you appreciate what's really meaningful in your life, and not the shallow things like how much money have I made, or how many likes am I getting on Instagram, or what do people think about me. You really just I got to a place where you just don't care about that anymore. You care less. You care about what's important, your family. You enjoy. I love what I do. So the fact that at the moment I'm not in paid employment, I'm still doing my passion. I can still make these free YouTube videos. I get so much out of helping you guys, inspiring people. I'm still changing people's lives, and I can enjoy the money that I have got. And that's, like I said, I've been financially very, very good. So this is no surprise to me in the sense of the financial struggles and the relationship struggles. Right now I'm single. For the last 10 years I've pretty much been in a relationship, whether it's been a long-term relationship or I've been dating. So I couldn't be any more thankful and grateful enough for the amount of relationships that I have had. So I hope this can inspire other people who might, but I totally understand how you guys are feeling at the moment. It's such a feeling of worry and panic and uncertainty. But all we can do is just take one day at a time. What can you do other than that? But when we say what can we do, there's still a lot you can do. This is what I think, right? You can have a good attitude towards other people. I try and practice this every day. It's not always easy because not everyone thinks the same way I do or you do. Every person I interact with, whoever they are, I always try and be positive. I always try and be respectful. I live by those values, and if I encounter anyone who's negative, and it has happened from time to time, people are panicking and people can let it get to them, I just distance myself from them. I don't really spend any more time than I need to around negative, toxic people, and I do feel sorry for them, and I wish them the best, and I really appreciate when I'm talking to positive friends. So things like, voice messaging your friends, staying in contact. Obviously, you can as far as I know, you can still go out unless they're changing the rules. We don't know where the rules keep changing day by day. But, at least we have the basics: food, shelter, family. There's a lot of people that don't. So just think, right? You're not the only one who's suffering if you are suffering. Because sometimes it's human nature to be selfish and think, oh, what about me? What about my business? What about my relationships? But what about someone else? What about someone who's got it far worse than you? That's what I think. So nothing but gratitude, genuine gratitude, not faked gratitude or faked empathy, genuine gratitude on my part. And, there's been so many positive things in the 7 months that I've experienced, despite it being obviously it's affected everything. It's affected the sports world. No crowds in boxing and football. Financially, many of the small businesses have been affected really badly because of them closing their stores down. I haven't been able to go to full access to the gym. So, but I've still managed. There's always things that you can do, just count your blessings and, never stop believing in yourself, because you can replace money, you can replace your job, you can get a new relationship. Obviously, you can't replace human life, not as far as I know. So everyone's gone through losses. I mean, I lost everything before lockdown when I had a mental breakdown. That's not your fault. I'm not blaming anyone. It's not my fault. I couldn't help that I'm suffered with that. It can happen to anyone, but it's made me a better person. It's made me more determined, but I have learnt new skills throughout lockdown. My speaking's improved, I've learnt to edit. I've built a new podcast show, and I built that to help everyone and to help me so we can get some good positive stories. I've done 7 interviews so far. I've done a new one, so check that out. Subscribe to the new channel. The new channel is where you get the Become Fullest podcast episodes. I do have a few other videos. This channel, I'm trying to keep it to dating and relationship advice, obviously of what's going on. I suppose people expect me to respond, and it felt right to do a video on this. So if you're single, appreciate that you're free. Some people complain that they've got, they're tied down with families and marriages. There's always some complaint, right? People tend to complain about everything. It's only like some people are positive, right? I choose to be. And you'll get it back, I know it's not nice if you've lost your job. Look, I'm not happy about it. I worked so hard to build a successful business, and I put in so much of my own time. I wasn't born into a rich family. I didn't have investors borrow me money or loans or advertisement. I had to build it from scratch, and then to work so hard, build it all up, get into a good place financially, and have it all crumble down, not just because of the lockdown, because I had a breakdown. I was in a lockdown before we had a lockdown. I got through that, just about to get back out into the business world again. Loads of people were emailing me to do coaching, and then the pandemic comes, and then we're in a position where it's just not intelligent for me to start trying to go back into full-time employment with what's going on. But I'm patient. I plan to come back next year, so if any of you want to get coaching from me, hold out till next year. Let's see what happens. But in the meantime, I'm going to be putting out these free videos on both channels. So subscribe to this channel. Check out the new channel. The interviews are brilliant. I'm so grateful for the really nice people that come on and share their stories. And look, it's not easy, but you can still work at being positive and grateful every day, and you'll see the difference. And I just really do work very hard at distancing myself from people that are too negative and toxic. In times like this, we need strong people, we need strong leaders. We need people that can hold things together and support each other, and that helps everyone. Every little bit that you do can help everyone else. And I'll tell you a way that can really help: good manners. And it's really a test of character, because if you're a person that needs everything to go right for you in your life, to be nice to people, what does that say about your character? It says it quite a character flaw. So if you can still be nice and decent to other people when you're financially in turmoil or relationships are not going well, and I know it's tough, but everyone's going through it, and for those that are not going through it, then they will, good luck to them. They can count their blessings. But yeah, I do take my hat off to the amount of people that have been doing a lot. I know this, but I've seen it, a lot of charity. They've been helping financially. They've been helping with the mental health. We could do with a lot more help, but I'm going to use every bit of my platform to be positive, put a positive message out. And all I can just say is, look, I know what you guys are going through, because I'm single at the moment. I would love to be with the right person now. It's hard for me as well, because I've gone from having the woman of my dreams and being in love and being financially free and not being born into money and not, didn't go to university, and then it all just to be taken away from me. But I've not let it make me bitter. I've made it make me a better person. So just keep working on yourself, educate yourself, do some reading. You can build a whole new business during lockdown, and eventually and think about how you can help others. So I'm grateful, right? And I'm really proud of how my family have just been great, man. They really are been great. They've always been nice and kind, but they've been brilliant during this time, friends. So it's not all negative, there are positives. Unfortunately, the media don't seem to ever want to talk about positive things, even before lockdown. I'm not even going to waste my energy on it. You guys probably know what my thoughts are, right? But there are a lot of positive people, and you can join them. And if you've got a positive attitude, I always find you're much more likely to improve your financial situation and your relationships. And it's funny because I can't speak for everyone, and I hope this can help anyone. And I hope you can share some positive things with me that can help me as well. I've always done the best in my life when my back's been up against the wall, when I've been financially struggling. Haven't had a relationship, but I've always maintain that level of optimism, and I've worked at facing my fears and developing and trying to be a better person, and I've always seemed to attract or get myself into a good financial position. So I'm even grateful that I've had a lot of emails of people saying that they want to do paid coaching with me. It's been really hard for me. I've had to turn it down, and I really could do with the money financially, but I don't need the money that much. I'm not controlled or driven solely by money. I'm really not. I'm driven by my values, by wanting to be happy in life and trying to be a good person, and just keep growing and improving. So I've grown a hell of a lot during this period. But look, I don't know. So I'm going to continue making more videos. And I know it's hard, guys, with the addictions, because it is hard when you haven't got a relationship. But stay in there, and you will eventually get someone. This isn't going to go on forever. And believe you me, men and women are going to be so much more. They're going to desire each other more and want to build relationships because of so much time apart, with the distancing, the isolation, and yeah, we've had a period where we've got back to a bit more normality. But yeah, let my mindset's, I'm ready to go. Let's go through it again. I don't want it, but I'm not going to complain. It wouldn't solve the problem. So we've been through the first one. We can get through the next one. And please, God, I hope the government and I hope the powers that be can really protect the vulnerable people, the elderly or people that are vulnerable. And I'd hope anyone out there who's really struggling financially, please, I hope the government can give them a loan or help them benefit, whatever way they can help. I really do pray that people, because I've been through it, and it's not nice when you go through these things. So I've been doing well in life, and then I've been not doing well. So I've been on both sides of the spectrum. But what I can say is, in times like this, for me personally, I can't speak for everyone, obviously not. I'm happy when I can go and get a coffee. I'm happy that I can go and get myself a chicken shish kebab. I'm happy that I can sit and watch the box. I'm happy that I can have a chat with my brother on WhatsApp message, or see my family, friends, and I have been dating prior to this happen, so I'm blessed, grateful, and I'm grateful that I've still got the confidence. I'm positive, and I'm still ambitious. I'm never giving up. I've got loads of great business ideas for the future. I've been loving doing these videos probably more than ever. But yeah, I've had my days where I've got down a bit, but I never stay there. So this is my thoughts. It's not cool. It sucks. Nobody wants it. It's not good for the mental health of many people. I've already seen on social media, I don't like being dramatic and talking about things. People send it to me or they say it. But my thoughts and prayers do go out. There's been quite a few suicides, and it's heartbreaking. And as someone who's been through mental illness and been through a breakdown, I know how mentally challenging it is. Thank God I've quite a strong person. I had a lot of good help and support, but for people that are less vulnerable, heart goes out. Please God, I hope that they can get the help that they need. And if there's anyone really struggling who's watching this video, I'm not a professional mental health worker, unfortunately, please reach out to your family and get the help you need. And there's no shame in getting help. I put my hand up. I had professional help 2017. I don't care what anyone thinks about me. I'm not embarrassed about it. If I didn't get that help, I wouldn't be where I am now. So it ain't a weakness to get help, it's a strength. So now's the time to improve ourselves, to be a better people. What else? And just try, guys and girls, not to be negative and horrible to other people because you're stressed out, because your finances ain't where you want them, or relationships, or because it's just going to make things worse. And it's kind of unfair, right? Everyone has bad days, but the amount of shops I've been into where I've got two reactions. People have been really lovely. A lady today actually said to me, "You've made my day." I didn't even do anything. I was like, why did she say that? I was like, of course, because I've got good manners. I had to go and refund a pair of jeans, right? And I just had a conversation. She was apologising. I just said, you don't need to apologise. I know how hard you're working. And she wasn't rude. And then we got into a conversation. We had a good laugh. Obviously, nothing in that way. She's a middle-aged woman, and she just had a joke at me and she said, "You've made my day." She's made my day because I made her day. So little things like that really do make you feel grateful in life. And I'm not sounding naive. For any entrepreneurs out there, I'm a born entrepreneur. I love it. Don't quit. Never quit. You can't quit. As long as you're alive and you're breathing, then there's no excuses not to quit on your dreams, your goals, whatever they are. So this would be my message for dating and relationships. I know, look, if you can do online dating, do online dating. If you can talk in person within what we can do with the rules, then do that. But if it's not going your way at the moment, it's not personal. The world is up in arms. I was a former dating relationship expert. I'm not dating anyone. It's been a struggle for me, but don't give up. Value yourself and be positive, and then all things will be added to you for having a good attitude. And if you can have a good attitude when it's a really shit time and things are not going well, what is your attitude going to be like when things are going well? Even more amazing. So these are lessons I've learnt, man, and I think because I went through the mental breakdown, it gave me so much strength and experience to deal with the lockdown. But obviously not everyone has been through that. So ask for help if you can't deal with it on your own, because no one is expected, no matter how old you are, whether you're a man or woman, no one is expected to take on everything. So reach out for help. And a lot of friends have been helpful and supportive to me throughout this, and I've been the same, and I've had some amazing connections. And the podcast was born out of this. I built a podcast show out of the stress and the anxiety of what's going on in lockdown to keep people motivated and inspire people. So be a great support if you guys could go over to the channel and subscribe and have a look at the videos, see if they can help you, and I'm going to be doing more of them. So I'll do more videos, but it's not good, but let's do the best we can. And let's just see what happens, all right? So they're my thoughts, and I will be sharing more relationship advice and stuff like that in the coming weeks. But yeah, do subscribe to this channel, and I really do feel for everyone that's suffering. But let us know. I want to know what your thoughts and feelings are. Yeah, did the best I can. So what else is there? Just trying to think. Yeah, try and keep your mind occupied. Just try and watch positive things, and do some creative things. I've got a lot of friends that are artists and stuff like that. So there you go. All right, I'll see you guys soon, and girls, I appreciate all the support.